Welcome, everyone, to Pasadena, California and the Rose Bowl in the shadow of the San Gabriel Mountains. Arroyo Seco, also home to the UCLA Bruins, and it just doesn't get much better than this. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Bruins will boot it away to start the game. He'll call for the fair catch here. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. They'll give it to the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Trying to get the corner. At the 45, on his way. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll try the run. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. So jet sweep pass. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Indiana!
And I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
Indiana 7, UCLA 0.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
UCLA will take over 1st and 10.
First down for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instinct. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Here's the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his run.
Power football with the run. They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10.
At the 10-yard line. 2nd down.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. BYU is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Ty Detmer, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UMass. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Rides to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Brings up 3rd down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Indiana 14, UCLA 0.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, UCLA.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break.
42 Spider. 4-2.
To the air. It's Cook. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up.
Got a lot of running room. He's at the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Just a short pass to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in the perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Really nice looking throw there. And traditionally, the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game. And if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his A+ level week in and week out.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. Fires to the wideout. He makes a grab. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Offense set on first down. They want to run it left here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Throwing right. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
Using his legs, it's Farrell. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Dropping back, it's Cherry. He'll take a shot. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Indiana, 24, UCLA.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
Set to kick off.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
He's got his man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
Throws to the wideout. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have two left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the Hoosiers have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run the screen. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Number 25 in the end zone.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Fair catch called for and made. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
He's got it again. On the move at the 30. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Indiana 31, UCLA 7.
The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to kick this one away.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires and picked off. Bringing it back. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown!